The world of anime has just shattered box office records in a way no one could have predicted. Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba Infinity Castle isn't just breaking numbers, it's rewriting the rulebook. With a staggering $33 million earned on its opening day and preview screenings across 3,315 theaters in North America, this film has obliterated the previous benchmark of $10.9 million set by Dragon Ball Superhero in 2022. But here's where it gets controversial. Does this dominance reflect a seismic shift in how anime is received by mainstream audiences, or is it just a one-off phenomenon fueled by hype? Let's dive deeper. This isn't just a win for fans, it's a landmark for the entire industry. Infinity Castle, the first film in a trilogy meant to conclude the Demon Slayer saga, has already claimed the title of the biggest opening weekend for any anime film, surpassing the 24-year-old record of $31 million held by Pokémon, the first movie, Mewtwo Strikes Back. Note, the Pokémon film debuted on a Wednesday, giving it 2 extra days to accumulate revenue, which complicates direct comparisons. The current record holder isn't slowing down either, raking in $6.4 million from IMAX screenings alone on its first day. Critics and audiences are both on board, with CinemaScore giving it an impressive A rating. Yet the real story is global. The film has already grossed over $27 million worldwide. Dimensions, including a jaw-dropping $200 million in its native Japan, where it's still the #1 box office draw 8 weeks after release. That's not just success, it's cultural dominance. Sony's anime division, Crunchyroll, is now setting a new standard for how anime films perform in North America. Remember Demon Slayer Mugen Train in 2021. It was a post-pandemic box office miracle with a $20 million opening. Infinity Castle could triple that number, potentially becoming Sony's biggest domestic opener in over 2 years, beating even the $56.5 million debut of Bad Boys Ride or Die. But how long will this momentum last? Box office analysts are watching closely as weekend totals inch toward $56 million and beyond. Will the film maintain its fire for Saturday crowds, or will the rush of opening day fans cool off? Meanwhile, other films are vying for attention. Universal's Downton Abbey, the grand finale, is aiming to replicate the success of its 2022 predecessor, earning $8.8 million on its first day and projecting a $19.5 million opening. Lionsgate's Stephen King adaptation, The Long Walk, is also making waves, grossing $4.76 million from 2,845 theaters. Directed by Hunger Games helmer Francis Lawrence, the $20 million budgeted thriller has critics raving, but audiences slightly divided, with a B CinemaScore. Warner Bros.' The Conjuring Last Rites remains a powerhouse, earning $8.4 million on Friday to push its North American total to $113 million in just 8 days. Disney's re-release of Toy Story is quietly rounding out the top 5 with $1.1 million from 2,375 theaters, while Bleecker Street's Spinal Tap 2, The End Continues, a cheeky sequel to the 1984 comedy classic, earned $820,000 and is aiming for a niche hit. So what's next for anime at the box office? Is Infinity Castle just the beginning of a new era, or a flash in the pan? Could Hollywood finally be taking anime seriously as a mainstream force? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment and tell us, will this record stand for decades, or is it destined to be overtaken by the next big thing?